What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Unboxing. This is your host, Moustapha.
This is Jose. What's up, guys?
Let's go. Today we have another guest. We got Danny the Man. Let's go. I'm so happy he's here, bro.
Happy to be here, man.
Yeah, I think we got postponed because of the snow the other
We got
day.
postponed. Yeah, we got a lot of snow, man.
Yes,
Got
we
a lot of
did.
snow.
So how long have you been in Ohio for?
All my life.
Really? So are you like Ohio native?
Yeah, so born and raised here. Old man's from Philadelphia. My
Yes.
mom's from Cleveland. They met at UD.
Yeah.
So they ended up staying here. I've always liked it here, but the older I get, the more I'm like, man, there's so much more out there. There's so many different places, and like, I'm the kind of dude now that like we travel a lot. I like I like to kick off the shoes and feel the earth kind of scenario
Yes.
where I'm at, and just kind of experience all of it.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
when the kids get old enough,
Yes.
like when they're in college,
Yes.
we'll bounce around. Like we'll always have a home base for them,
Yes.
and that'll probably be Ohio.
Yes.
But I could be like a nomad.
That makes
Yeah.
sense because Ohio is like a safe place.
It's a safe place, man,
It
and
is.
the
It
people
is.
are good.
It is.
Yeah.
Good.
For the most part, people are very good here.
Yeah.
It's a great place to raise your
Yeah.
family.
I never thought I would move to Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been here for like 3 years now.
Yeah,
And for me, like, I'm only like in Ohio because like my daughter is here.
yeah.
And we moved from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought I would be in Ohio, but I've realized a long time ago is that like the grass is greener where you water it. And that's yeah. So wherever you are, it doesn't matter as long as like you water your environment, and then
Mhm.
like everything else is good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a good headquarters for
Right.
me. So I want to ask you,
Yeah.
we box together,
Yeah.
and how? First of all, what's your relationship with DMC?
So I started there 5 years ago.
Yes.
I had no ties to boxing. I had not done any. I wasn't a wrestler.
Yes.
Any of the contact type sports, right? I was basketball and baseball.
Yes.
I was getting my butt kicked at work, man, and I was, kind of being a crybaby about it.
Yeah.
And my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, she sent me a text or called me, I can't remember, and said, "Hey, be at my place at 6:30 and be ready to work out." And I thought she was going to take me to her studio. So she's in the fitness space and
Yeah.
she's adjusted a little bit, but she knew Daniel from when he got here and opened the gym.
Yes.
Not when he got here, when he first opened the gym, he had invited other people in the industry to go.
Yes. Try
Yeah.
it out and see
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah, and like support him.
Yes.
And so she went because she knows how hard it is to get started. So
Yeah.
she took me to the boxing gym,
Yeah.
the one before where we moved to.
Yes.
The one by Diamonds.
Yeah, the one by Diamonds. And I went in there only with the intent to exercise. I'd always contemplated it. And I was doing P90X or running probably 7 days a week.
Yes.
I thought I was in great shape.
Oh yeah.
And I-
boxing does that, huh?
Dude, I almost threw up.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
I
Yes.
just when it was done,
Yes.
he looked at me. I said, "Where do I sign, man?"
Wow.
Awesome.
Let's go.
And the other thing too is I remember looking around, being like, "Man, if I had to fight one dude in here, who would it be?" Because you kind of are sizing out. You don't know what
Of
you're.
course.
And the guy I picked would have whooped me, man. It would have worked,
Right.
no question.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember it vividly.
Yes. So 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 5 years.
5 years. Man.
And when did you decide you want to have your first fight?
So I always tell the story. The first time I ever sparred, I knew I liked it.
Yes.
And I also knew that I wasn't like good at it.
Yeah.
Like I was good enough,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
not in the manner of the sport. I
Yes.
could hold my own, can throw a punch, I can take a punch, whatever. But it's
Yeah.
just the technique and all that. So I went in with Yaman.
Yes.
Yaman was getting
Yes.
ready for a fight.
Yeah.
So coach was just throwing people in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was one of the early morning classes, like the 6:30. And I thought it started at 7.
Yes.
Either way, I had to get my daughter on the bus.
Yeah.
And so I got her on the bus, and then I drove to the gym, and coach was like, "You're late, man." However he was talking to me.
Always.
He's
Yeah.
waiting for you to spar.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, put your headgear on." I didn't have headgear.
warm up.
I didn't have mouth guard. I didn't have any of it. So he
Yeah.
threw headgear on me
Yeah.
and threw me in. He was just keeping Yaman moving.
Yeah.
So we're sparring, and I don't know the etiquette. I didn't know how hard to hit him. I have size on Yaman. I have
Yes.
a lot of length on Yaman.
Yes.
So I was just kind of
you
tapping.
smacked him.
Controlling your distance.
Well, yeah, I just kind of tapped him. I didn't know, you
Yeah.
know. And coach he said, hit him.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get punched in the stomach. But
Hey,
he
let's
said,
go.
"Hit him," you know. So I
Yes.
said, "You want me to hit this dude?" He said, "Yeah." So Yaman threw a punch at me, and I slipped it, and I popped him with a right.
Oof. Let's
And I
go.
remember him like kind of like you know when you get
yeah,
that a little bit because I landed it pretty clean.
Yeah.
That was a clean.
And-
That feels
yeah.
nice. That feels nice. That oof.
But then next thing I knew, I was against the ropes.
Yeah.
Wham. Just getting worked, man. I was getting worked. And then
Yeah.
the best thing about that, though, was I looked at Yaman afterwards, and I'm like, what'd I do? And I didn't know Yaman.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's like, you did this with your hands, you did this with your elbows or whatever
Yes.
it was. And he's like, I just saw the opening and I did it.
And this is it.
And
Yeah.
that was that.
Yeah.
And so, like, that was the first time I got in the ring.
Yes.
And then I was like, all right, let me, you know, when you think I'm ready, let me spar again or whatever. So
Yes.
I just kind of wanted to get that part going because I always thought it was cool when I was exercising, but all you guys, you know, you guys are in there fighting, and I'm going like, man, am I good enough to do that? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, let's just
Yes.
go.
Yes.
So I think it was just like, and then it was kind of a slow burn.
Yes.
And then I was going more and more, and then I knew that I didn't feel right if I didn't go. Like my mind wasn't right if I didn't go.
Yes.
And so when I started having that, and then there's something about competition that, like, as you get older,
Yes.
you know, you're an athlete all your life,
Yes.
and you're a good athlete. You get treated differently here and there, and then all of a sudden you're a regular guy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then it's like, all right, man, you can have business meetings, you can win a deal, you can do this and that, but nothing replaces that competition. So this is like you and me.
Yes.
And you know if you win or lose.
Yes.
I could spar you and know if I won or lost that round.
Yeah.
I could spar you and know if I won or lost
Yes.
that round. That's it. You
Yes.
know.
Yes.
It's primal.
Yes, it is.
It's respectful.
It is.
It's everything that I didn't know that it was.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't know. I'm just really grateful that she brought me in there
Yeah.
and that Daniel's such a great dude.
He is.
Yeah. And then
He's got his own style.
he's got his own style.
Yes.
And he'll get on you when he needs to,
Yes.
right? But the other thing is like the walks of life in this gym.
Yes.
There are paths that I never would have crossed. There's paths that like teach me something in a random conversation that I never would have had.
Same. Yes.
It's bizarre.
It is. It is. And like seeing all these people from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
All over the world. And then like you understand that like if we're all the same.
Yeah.
We're all the same.
100%.
We're all the same. And then like we do the same training, the same workout, and then we put in the same amount of work, and then like it's a healthy competition.
It's a healthy, beautiful competition.
Yes, it's the healthiest competition.
It is.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, Coach, give me a fight.
Yes.
Because you want to be one of the boys.
Yes.
Did you want and I'll tell you the one thing that
Let's
I
go.
appreciate more than anything
Yes.
is earning that respect, right?
Yes.
So like you don't go
It's not given.
No, and everybody will treat you well.
Yes.
Everybody they'll respect you as a person, but there is a different level of respect.
It is.
Once you get in there and once you know, like, all right, man, I'm willing to go. You ready to go? And we'll hug each other afterwards and all that. But you earn that respect with somebody that's like, dude, I just gave that man what I could have, like what I had right now.
Yes.
And he could take it.
Yes.
And I don't know what that says about me, but I know what it says about him. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
It's
different.
beautiful.
It's
It is.
like nothing I've ever been.
Man, I love being up there.
It's competition.
It is. It is. It's good competition. It's
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
It's
But even when you fight a stranger,
Yes.
right? Even when you fight a stranger,
yes.
I mean, I'll respect anybody that has enough courage to get in there.
Yes.
And I don't care if you get in there and you get whooped.
Yes.
I don't care if you do the whooping. Like everybody that has the courage to do that, it demands respect.
It does.
It's cool. It separates.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I always tell you, this is like when we go up there, it's when you learn most about somebody.
Yes.
Because it's true war, it's true competition. So,
It is.
So you can see if they're like sneaky, if
Yeah.
they're snaky in there,
You
like
can see it.
outside, you
Mhm.
know that's gonna happen too. But if they're honorable fighters, if they go up there and they fight and they follow the rules that they should, because you're going up there and you don't want to just you know, if you're going up there as a fighter and you're trying to learn and you're trying to get better at boxing,
Yes.
you have to follow a certain criteria.
Ah.
And like you can't just go up there and be an animal, you know,
Correct.
and like hit people in the back or
Yes.
or like or be just not be honorable, you know.
Yes.
You know, like there's a lot of people who who, like,
Sneaky.
be sneaky. Yeah, they'll hit you
When the opportunity is there.
there you go.
I
Yes.
see.
So you learn that, like, you know that that's how they are outside.
Yes.
So if they are that way in the boxing ring, it's the most primal. It's like you against the ropes.
Yeah.
It's you against the wall.
Yes.
So
But I feel everyone that goes up there, like, I feel that, I don't know. I feel that they are going to, especially if they're going someone against someone that is better than them.
yes,
They're gonna want to land anyways.
yes, that is true.
You know,
Yeah.
Well, it
that's true.
affects you. It affects like
it does.
you take a shot
Yes.
and you hear a crowd go, "Oh,
Yes. Yes.
dude,
yes,
that
yes,
is
yes.
an ego hit."
It is.
Yeah.
It is an ego hit. It is.
Ego
It
hit.
is. It
And
is.
then your
Yes.
instant nature
Yes.
It is.
is to just go.
It is.
But when you just go and you're out of control, like that's when you get popped again.
Yes.
You gotta control.
You gotta control it, and you gotta find yourself. Yes. 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 Yeah. And you always, like, even if you're in the flow and then something is wrong, you gotta, like, take a step back and see what's up. If all good, go back in. Yes.
Yes, you have to hear yourself breathe.
Yes.
That's the most important thing.
Because then you're thinking.
Then you're thinking. If you
Yeah.
can't hear yourself breathe, then you're just fighting. You're not even thinking anymore.
Yes.
I saw that today. Like, we were sparring today, and I saw that a lot of times. Not from me, but like from my opponents.
Oh, I thought you and me.
No, not from
Yes.
my opponents. I saw, like,
Yes.
there was moments that like they would just get frustrated and they weren't thinking really no more. They were just trying to throw it. They're trying to land on me.
Mhm.
Yes.
And that's when I'm able to step back, because I
Yes.
know that it just a minimal, like, centimeter movement. If I can able to step back, come back in,
Yes.
I'll catch them. You know.
If you see him doing that, you know you got him.
Yes.
Yes.
You know you got him.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
If you see that you made somebody angry,
Yes. That's easy. That's a reward now.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's reward.
yeah.
Because, like, now you're in your space.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I see what you mean also. But it is in a fight, in a real fight. Is there an honorable
No. In the fight, no. But we're doing boxing, and this is different.
sparring?
Yeah, sparring, even in the ring and boxing in general, it's different. You know.
Yes.
You can't go in there and if you're getting, like, beat up, you can't, like,
Yes.
go for a double
Mhm,
leg
mhm.
or try to go for a kick. You know.
Yes.
Like, that's definitely not right. You know, you have to play by the rules.
By the
when
rules,
we're-
yes.
When we're doing this, and we're all trying to become, at least the fighters, they're just trying to become the best boxer, the best fighter
Correct.
they can. It's not
Correct.
about fighting; it's about boxing at the end of the
Correct.
day too.
Correct.
And you're just trying to become the best version of that as
Yes.
you can.
Yes.
So, like, you can't be getting hit, like, in the back of your head, and I'm not
That's
gonna
horrible.
react. I'm just gonna be like, hey, bro, what?
Yes. Yes.
You've seen some guys that don't behave properly when they,
Yeah.
and you are fighting, and like Coach says, like you go in there for those minutes, like you help that guy up, you knock him down when it's done or whatever. But like it's different than when we're sparring, because it 99.9% of the guys at all times can control their emotions at our gym.
Correct.
For
Yes.
the most part,
Yes.
right?
100%. Yes.
I have seen guys at some of these shows that don't.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so you gotta watch that, right?
Yes.
Like you
Yes.
can get hurt.
Yes.
Um,
I always think this sport is you versus you.
It is.
it is, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, it doesn't matter who's in front of you. Like, you always have to be honorable. You always, at all
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
I like that because it's you versus you.
Yes. You're
Ye-
just trying to like better your technique, better your movement.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I'm not really thinking about him, but
Yes.
I'm not thinking about him. I'm just trying to do the best thing I can.
Yes.
But it's not like you also don't want to get hit in the back of your head.
Correct.
Or like you don't want to like hit somebody and they act like like
You heard them real
you
bad.
poke their eye or something just so
Yes.
they can get like a break, or
Mhm.
Yes.
you want everything to be
Proper.
honorable, proper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the way I look at it, at least, like if me and Jose weren't at the same gym, we were going to fight each other. I look at this man, I'm like, he just put in everything he had for X amount of days to
Yes.
get ready for this, to fight me, and I did the same to him.
Correct.
And that, to me, that demands that respect.
Yes,
right.
it does.
So theoretically speaking, it should be like that.
Yeah.
But there's some guys in this
Of
sport that
course.
have a real edge to them.
That's
right?
right.
And that's okay. You can be a kind human being and still
Yeah.
have an edge to you.
That's
as well,
right.
Right.
Yeah.
But so you can see.
Yes.
You can see.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, you typically know what you want.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
when you have to stand your ground.
You
Then.
have to.
Yeah,
have
that's
to.
when you have to stand.
This is
your
it.
ground.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, time
Yeah.
to fight.
Yeah, it is. I love it.
Yeah, sometimes it takes that first punch to be like, all right, that's right. All right. I got it.
It always takes that.
Yeah.
It always.
Wakes me up a little bit.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. So Danny, I wanted to ask you, like, so what do you do? What do you do, like, for work? What do you do? Do you mind me asking
No,
you
yeah,
that?
yeah. No, I have a cabinet company. We sell cabinets and countertops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I started, I didn't own a tape measure. I didn't know anything about the business. I was
Really?
24 years old. I bought 5 cabinet door samples, like take that cabinet door off of that.
Yes.
I bought 5 of those things in a
Yes.
truck and a tape measure and started driving around to job sites.
Wow.
Calling, this is like phone book time of picking up the phone, calling contractors.
That's grind.
It shouldn't have, well, I was too stupid to realize it shouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
First 2 years I was in business total.
Yes.
2 years combined, I made $7,000 total.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's not a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fortunately, my ex-wife now, but at the time she had a decent job. We had a house, but the mortgage payment wasn't a ton, and we didn't have our
Yes.
kids yet. And she knew that I was never going to be happy unless I gave it a shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I had a buddy who was in the construction industry, so that's how I got introduced to it.
Wow.
So yeah, now I don't know, I got 7 employees at the Dayton location. We opened
Let's
up a spot in
go.
Cincy, so there's 3 down there. So yeah, we're on our second location, and yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's
It's
amazing.
been tough, brother.
Yeah, I never asked you. Like, I never knew what you did. So I was
Yeah.
I wanted to know. Just
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, that's amazing.
So I got really good people, and it took a long time to. You want to hire the right people,
Yeah.
but you don't have the money to hire the right people.
Yeah.
And then it's like I did a lot of it on my own for a long time, and then through the gestation.
And then you have to learn to let go in certain areas.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I always say, like, it doesn't have to be done my way, but it has to be done in an appropriate manner.
Yes.
Right. So you don't have to do it the way that I do it,
Yes.
but that end result, it needs to be to my standards, because at the end of the day, this is my name.
Yes.
And if it doesn't get treated well, my name will get dragged through the mud.
Yeah.
And my word is all that I have.
Let's go.
And that's that.
That's
You
how
know what I mean?
that's how I feel. That's how I feel about my work as well.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. That makes sense. That makes so much sense because it also makes sense that you stuck with boxing all this time.
Yeah.
Like there's a correlation there. And it's just we always talk about this, how like life and boxing are like hand in hand.
Mhm.
Everything that I see in boxing applies to life.
Yeah.
At all time. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I never knew this.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely never knew this. I've
How
been
could you?
yes.
Until you did it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, Jose was the one that gave me my first ever punch.
Hmm.
Yes.
Really?
Well, in boxing.
Yeah.
In boxing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I do, man.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Don't glow.
That's what I do, man.
Keep saying that shit.
Oh, that's funny.
But ever since I got that punch, I'm like, no, I'm gonna. Yeah.
No, you have gotten so much better.
Different.
So much
Without
better.
question. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
He
Yeah.
does things to me like pause, right?
Yeah, bro.
Pause. No, he doesn't. No, he literally. Whenever we're always sparring now. We're always
Mhm.
working with each other because it feels like nobody wants to work with him.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
nobody wants to work with him. Literally, nobody wants to work with him because he literally beats everybody up.
Darn right, man.
That's it,
I'm
bro.
scared of him.
Yeah, he
No,
beats
no, no.
everybody up, and
They all want to test. They all want to test.
Yeah.
They all think like, oh, I'm easy.
And then he's lurking around like I'm
Everybody
working with
thinks
somebody.
you're easy?
So it's
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
for real?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well, you earned it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
earned
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
They see it.
Yeah. Now I just like, whenever like I'm like bored, I just wait for Jose. I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
He's looking around. He's looking around, and it's like, okay, I'll work with you. Now.
Yeah.
I'll get beat up first.
Yeah.
I'll get beat up for 3 minutes.
No, we have so much fun though. We
No,
have
he
so
is.
much fun.
He is good. He is
What
very
have
good.
you noticed that you've gotten better at? What do you think elevated you?
I think that like before, I didn't want to hurt anyone.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's fair.
That's it.
Yeah.
That
And
because
I told you we talked about this. Like,
Yes.
when it comes to boxing, you have to. It's a brutal sport, bro.
It is.
So you kind of you have to become
Yes.
brutal too,
Yes.
in order not to get hurt. If you don't
Yes.
want to get hurt, you kind of have
Because
to.
to be fair, like the only reason I'm a better boxer is because of these guys.
Of course.
Because of like Jose, because of Murat, and because of Drew.
No question.
To be honest, my style, I relate a lot to Murat's style,
Mhm.
but the heart is from like seeing Jose and seeing how he moves and how, and I like it. I like it a lot. And we talk about this. The way I see my like fighting career, and I talked about this like before, but I'll talk about it again. Is I want to do like a couple of amateur fights. And then I want to do influencer fights.
Yeah.
And that's like how I see my boxing career. Because I love it. I never want to stop.
Yeah.
Like I never want. This is what I'm gonna do until like I die. This is it. Like boxing is it. Because I love it so much, and it keeps me feeling really good.
Of course it does.
Yes.
I have the conversation with my wife, and like she doesn't want to deal with me if I can't do this. You know what I mean? 'Cause sometimes she's like, man, would you stop getting black eyes? Or like, you know, my nose is crooked.
Sorry,
My nose was broken at one point, and I didn't know, but now it's crooked, right? So she's
It's hard, bro.
Oh, thanks, man. I accept your apology.
I'll send you to the hospital bill.
Seriously, yeah, no, never bled. I had no idea, but she's like, dude, you know, stop getting your face banged up. And I'm like, do you want to deal with me if I can't do this? And she's like, absolutely not.
We just gotta move. That's it. We just gotta move left and right. That's it. That's what this is.
I try not to take too many punches.
Yes.
But, you know,
Yes. It's good.
You get caught.
You get caught. You get caught. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true, bro.
It is
That's
so
true.
good.
I've gotten caught so many times, but Drew is the one who can catch anybody. And if you get caught once with Drew, it's like, okay, it's the beginning of the end, or you have to kind of, bro, you have to survive.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, here's the thing with him. This is what I find. I might be able to dodge and slip.
Yeah.
Let's just say 80% of the punches throughout the round.
Yes.
But when he hits you, it is clean.
Yes.
It is very clean. It's very strategic.
And proper.
It's all the above.
It is.
And so you know when you get popped. You know. And it's like you spend a lot of time. And actually, being that defensive takes a lot of pressure off of him.
Yes.
But dude, you know, that 20% hurts.
Yeah.
It's clean, it's flush, it's all those things.
What Drew does, so I work out with him at the gym. I've been working out with him for like what,
lifting?
2-3 weeks now. Yeah. And like when I first saw his routine and his exercise, what he does, I haven't seen anyone at the gym doing what he does. He has a very special workout.
Yes.
Very special. And the stretching like is everything. The stretching is everything to like movement. And I learned that from him.
Yeah.
So I was telling him the one day we were texting. He's like, "How you feeling?" I said, "I feel good." You know, I mean, I'm 46 years old, so clearly I wake up some mornings I'm a little bit.
You don't look 46.
Thank you, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, genuine. I thought you were like 40, 41, 42.
Yeah, 46.
Oh,
man.
that's
Just
wild.
turned at the end of November.
Oh, yeah.
So I do cryotherapy 3 to 5 times a week. I do
Yes.
the cupping. I do the red light. You know, I mean, I
Yes,
do all the
yes,
stuff that I
yes.
can so that I can continue to do this stuff.
Yes.
But, I told him my Achilles were hurting. He's
Yeah.
like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, "I feel good, man. My Achilles hurt in the morning, whatever." You know, that dude's sending me videos like, "Hey, man, do this stretch, do
Yes.
this stretch." He's very methodical with that.
He is.
But he wasn't like that when I first met him.
Really?
No, I mean, he has, I would say, how long you been?
3 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, so probably, all right, so if I've been there for 5 years, you've been there for 3. Drew was there somewhere like
4.
before. Yeah, right. It's like somewhere in
In
between.
the middle,
that.
yeah.
So he's always been a tough dude. He's always been a good fighter and all that stuff.
Yes.
But now you watch his mindset about life
Yes.
in general.
Yeah.
And it's really been a fascinating change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about a dude that had an edge, still has an edge, but it's a very calm edge that like you just
Control.
don't want to wake it up.
True, yeah.
Control.
But before, I feel like it was just there.
Really?
I was looking for a
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I've never seen. I've known him for like 2.5 years now.
Yeah, you don't.
I've never seen
It's
it.
been a very, it's been a steady growth of things, and you know, it took. I feel like in my relationship with him, it took a minute for him to realize that, like, hey, dude, I just want what's best for you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't need anything from you. I don't care if you win 100 fights. I don't care if you lose 100 fights. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I appreciate how hard he works.
Yeah.
Right. So the thing that you just described.
Yeah.
That's all longevity stuff. I'm going to do this, and my body is proper, so that I can continue to do this.
Yes.
That's a very methodical mindset.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I remember, and this would never happen now.
Yeah.
One of the fights, we were in Columbus, and he lost a decision, and he shouldn't have lost a decision. I mean, I was there. I was
remember
watching
that
this thing,
fight.
and this dude could barely get out of the ring
Really?
afterward. Now, the guy, first round, Drew lost the first round.
Yes.
But then Drew decidedly won the next
Yeah.
2 rounds, and he lost a decision.
Yes.
And I think it might have been his first loss. And
Yeah, I
Mustafa,
remember that one.
other
My
Mustafa,
Yes,
was, he was
yes.
fighting afterwards.
Yes, I do remember that.
And one of our friends from the gym, one of Coach's good friends, who's become a friend, I looked at Joe. I said, "Where'd Drew go?" You know, because we're all sitting there waiting on Mustafa to fight. Where'd Drew go? He's like, "Man, I think he went outside." He went out. I went outside, and he was crying. You know, and I just hugged him, and he's like, "I don't understand. I don't understand." And I said, "Sometimes there's nothing to understand.
Yes.
You know, you should have won that fight. I know you won it. You know you won it.
Yes.
But you learn more from a loss than you learn from a win."
Yes.
So when's the next time you're going to be at the gym? He's like, "If I could go right now, I'd go." I said, "I'll see you there in the morning,"
Yes.
and we go back to work. That's
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
And now he always like, dude, nobody likes to lose, right?
Yeah.
Nobody likes to lose. But he would not have had that initial reaction now. He
Yes.
wouldn't have that. But that was part of the growing process.
Yes. Yes.
There's
Yes.
things that I used to do. I used to be like this with my emotions.
Yes.
And now I just want to maintain this.
Exactly.
It's better.
Being neutral.
Yeah, it's better for me.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Doesn't mean I don't have emotions. It means I've learned how to
manage them.
how to manage them. I didn't know how to manage them. I
Yeah.
was emotionally immature, I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not
It takes life experience, no?
yeah, of course.
Yes. Yes.
Of course it does.
Takes boxing. Takes getting
Box-
punched in the face.
Yeah. That'll wake you up.
Yeah.
Boxing is the best thing anyone could do. Genuinely, it is.
I
It is.
say all the time, if you have like a team sport, if I was a coach of a team sport,
Yes.
where are you boys training in the off season?
Yeah.
You're going to the
Boxing.
gym, no
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
No question.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. You would be such a better athlete. You know what's funny? When I started doing boxing, I started doing it for health reasons.
Sure.
Because I wanted my breathing to be proper and better and like concise and open up my throat and just control my breathing. But I also want it to be like I want it to maintain other sports. I want it to like keep playing tennis, and I want to keep playing football, and yeah, I just wanted to keep playing all the other sports. I never thought this would take over any of the other sports.
I can imagine that.
Yes.
So I was done playing all other sports by the time I got to the gym, but I could imagine it replacing.
It does.
I could imagine.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially now, like everything that we're doing is around boxing now.
Mhm.
Everything, and I love it. It's like I get to meet people like you guys.
Mhm.
That's the best thing about it too.
Yeah, would we have ever met?
No,
Yeah, I mean, doubtful,
No.
right? Like, I mean, there's a chance.
there is, but like not like this.
No way.
Yes.
No
Nah.
way.
We wouldn't be sitting here doing a podcast.
I always tell people too. It's like I'll have conversations with somebody at the gym whose walk of life I never would have crossed.
Yes.
And just in a very short conversation, I'll learn something from that
Yes.
guy.
Yes.
I will learn something. And I love watching the younger dudes and young women in there, like when you start talking to them and watching their mindset change, and then them saying something that you might not quote unquote agree with, I guess, but you can tell that they're trying to better themselves. They read that.
Yes.
That is a new thought
Yes,
process
it
for
is.
them.
Yes.
So then you talk through some things with them, you ask them a couple questions and kind of challenge their beliefs a little bit on it just to see
Yeah,
how
yeah.
deep that they would go with it.
Yes.
And man, it's like they're really trying.
Yes.
They're really learning that
Yeah.
independent thought and
Yeah.
feeding that brain.
Yes.
And I don't know that they would do it without boxing.
Yes.
I mean, I really do.
That's-
I don't know if they would.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Lennox.
Lennox.
It's 100%.
Lennox.
100%.
Yeah.
That kid has been studying.
Yeah.
Lennox. 7 a.m. I watch his posts in the morning on Instagram. 7 a.m. he's at the gym.
Yeah.
And then later on he's at the gym.
Is it the
He should be proud.
Yeah.
We can't wait to have him on the next
Lennox. You gotta
yes.
come.
So
Hey,
that being said, we're on the 30-minute mark.
Mhm.
Usually this is when the podcast ends, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have you again on this. So.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yes.
I would love it. Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Danny, for being
Thanks for
here.
having me, boys.
Of course.
Danny.
Yeah, I love it.
This is Moustapha.
This is Jose.
This is unboxing. Let's go.